Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It depends on where you are in the world. This is Pastor Willie, and I thank you for joining me today for the 1 Minute Prayer Live. Oh, no, wrong one. That was good. You know, on Wednesdays I do a 1 Minute Prayer Live. So I guess my mind was on prayer this morning. But today, this is the Kingdom Fundraisers Live, and I am your host, Pastor Willie. So I need to calm down, take a deep breath, and get ready to go with you guys. I'm so grateful that you joined me today. It's been an interesting day already. I don't know about you, but life seemed to be passing by rather fast. Every day that I'm with you, every day that I join you, I can see that time doesn't wait on anybody. I wake up early, I get in my prayer mode, I spend time in prayer, I have a conversation with God, and I listen. You know, when I say have a conversation with God, I don't spend all day trying to tell him. I ask him, what is his will? This is Kingdom Fundraisers, and it's to help you guys just as much as it helped me. But I start off my day every day saying, Lord, I surrender, lead me, guide me, and deliver me and forgive me. And and I get into a mood every day because I listen to, two songs that we play in this house. One my wife plays every day, and then I play one every day that's by Kirk Carr, singer, called Bless This House, where I'm always asking God to bless and provide this house, and I'm very grateful for him. And so anyway, to move into Kingdom Fundraisers and out of the 1 minute prayer mode, today I want to talk about two things: credibility for your nonprofit, and then the year-end reporting. Matter of fact, I'm going to be on a call right at 1 o'clock this afternoon with my mentor and their group and their team from the Woodson Center out of Washington, D.C. I've been a part of that group for 25 years. And I'm very grateful to all of the lessons learned. And today, in our group call, they're going to have a little bit of conversation about the exact same thing, year-end funding. And so for those of you who would be interested in being a part of that group, they train every Tuesday about things that I train about as well. I'm more than happy to make a recommendation after I talk to you. If you're interested in being a part of that group, or what we call a community group, be more than happy to share that with you. And again, because my goal is not just to have you become a member of my Kingdom Fundraisers Network, which we will share that with you shortly about how to be a part of the Kingdom Builders Network. TGFF, God bless you. Good morning, Mark. I'm praying for you and your family. I saw the post about you and the children being at the hospital. Everybody keep my friend Mark Chua and his family in prayer. We thank God for the many blessings as well. And so my goal is not just to have you be a part of the Kingdom Fundraisers Network, the membership, the things that we offer to help you throughout the year. That's going to be offered in the very next few days. So we want to make sure that you're a part of that and doing the Kingdom Fundraisers Network. We'll also be offering on Monday. You're going to see a post in a minute about Mondays. In fact, I'm going to share that with you now. There are limited seats and you can save. You can click to register. The link on the right here, on my right, click on that link and you'll be able to register for the free webinar on Monday. Mark will probably post it a little bit better than I do because, I put my stuff up on there, but here it is. Join the Kingdom Fundraisers Masterclass. That's live on Monday. It's the replay from what we did on December 2nd. And we're doing it again this coming Monday at 6 p.m. Instead of doing it at 12 noon, most everything I do is in the morning at 9 a.m. or at 12 noon. This time we're going to host this masterclass live at 6 o'clock p.m. for those who can't join throughout the day. And again, it's a replay. We're going to spend more time talking about how to qualify you for funding, how to make sure that you get the funding that you need. how to partner with organizations that get your mission. We want to make sure that there are people that you connect with that connect with you. We're going to show you how to do those things on Monday. We're going to show you how to have actionable strategies to position yourself and your nonprofit so that you have a great opportunity with other individuals. Basically, we're talking about qualifying your organization and take the steps to transfer your organization into a fundraising magnet. Hello. And so we're going to look at those things this coming Monday for you and to help you qualify to get funding. And that's part of what we're going to talk about here today, qualifying. And we asked that question, why does qualifying, why is being credible is the word that I'm going to use, being credible. Why is being credible so important? Why is it so important? Well, funders want to know that they're investing in a trustworthy and an effective organization. And I've learned one of the things that Mark and I do, Mark is my business partner, him and his wife Doris, they're my partners in my virtual assistants. One thing that I've learned with them and through them and others is that if you notice, We Pete Inc., Kingdom Fundraisers, 1 Minute Prayer, we post every day. And the reason why is because we want to be credible with you. We want you to understand that we are talking about things that are valuable to you, that's important, and that we know what we're talking about because we've experienced these things. Trust me, everybody, I'm not just on here because I'm trying to, make a boatload of money. The Lord has taught me to give away. Give and it shall be given unto you. Someone just spoke that into my life a little while ago. Give, it shall be given unto you. Good measure, shaking, running together, shaking down. And the scripture said, men will give to you. I give to you. Another reason, because what God has given me, I don't want to take it to the grave and not be a blessing to somebody else. So we share these nuggets with you so that you can build your ministry that God's called you to. He's given you a vision. And so our desire is to take your vision and to get it off of paper and put it on the pavement so that you can run with it. Scripture says, Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision, make it plain, so that they that read it can run with it. And I may paraphrase it a little bit wrong, but that's what he's saying. Write the vision. If God has given you something, we need to make sure we are writing it down. That's a part of my book, The 5 R's for Successful Fundraising. And you can find that book right there on my official webpage, wepeatinc.com. 5 R's of Successful Fundraising. We talk about research, finding the right funder. Hello, you have to research them, know where they're at. And a good way to find funders is to link those people and look at their annual report. And many of the organizations that are giving out funding today, this end of the year funding, what they're doing is they're getting you, they're putting together the end of the year funding so that by February, maybe, most of them will have written out an annual report. They'll tell you who they gave money to in 2024. You can get their report in 2025. Banks, foundations, organizations, they tell you who they gave money to in their community piece. Now, you look at that research and see if that matches your vision. If there's somebody they gave money to that matches your vision. Now, those are the people you want to talk to. But again, in doing that, when you're talking to people, you need to be credible. You need to be able to make sure that you're giving them information because they want to know they can trust you. You want to know if you got a grant writer, you can trust that person, right? I'm speaking to a team out of Atlanta now and another a group out of Chicago. And that conversation is to make sure, first thing I do, I want them to know who I am. I send them just like I post everything for you, like right here, how to find the information. I want you to know that you can find the information about We Pete Inc., about the Kingdom Fundraisers on my website. And if you go to the website, you can get everything you need to know. In fact, if you go to Linktree, Pastor Willie, you can get all of my social media pages and you can review all of those pages. You can see also reviews and testimonies that other people have given about what we do for them, what we do with them. And that's what you're looking for People, you want organizations that's credible, but guess what? People who are going to give you money, they want the same thing. They want to make sure that you are credible. And so that's the important part of what we do. What I want you to know is if you're going to seek funders and you want to get funding, you want to make sure that funding, you're a credible individual. And so if you want more information about how to do this, contact me on my webpage right there, and you can get that. But I also want to make sure the information that we are giving you today, you're aware that you can go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel. In fact, that Linktree site, you can subscribe to the Linktree site as well. And you can always upload and find the information that we're talking about right here and right now. Because the goal is to help you get the information you need. And going back to the YouTube channel, subscribe there. Guess what? All of our videos are there. These lessons that we're trying to help you with, you can find those lessons. What does that do? It helps you realize, if you look down through the years, Brother Mark and I were having a conversation yesterday, and we've got about 3, maybe 4 years of information, and we were laughing about the transition that we've made from Ohio to here, the background that we have from Ohio to here, the face that I used to have, this beard. Hello. And, interesting that, but yet the information that we provide for you, it's there, and it can help you go from startup to sustainability. And that's what we want to do. Why do you want to be credible? Because credibility builds confidence and it opens doors for partnerships. See, when people know they can trust you, that you're going to do what you say, give you an example. An organization gives you $10,000. And even though that $10,000 may be unrestricted funds, you still need to report what you did with that $10,000. You hear me? And they don't want you to tell them you fixed the parking lot unless you fixed the parking lot at your organization and it was fixed because you were hosting something and you needed something to be able to make sure that people can get in and out of that location. It wasn't just because you wanted to blacktop your parking lot. Credibility, it builds confidence in individuals when they want to help you. And guess what? Building that credibility will cause a lot of individuals to call you when they have extra money at the end of the year. Isn't that great? Don't you want to be in a position where people trust you enough to give you money? They can call you and ask you, do you want some of this money that they have? I got a lot of pop-ups all of a sudden, and I don't know why, and I'm trying to get rid of them. Hello, somebody. Well, anyway, they'll go away shortly. There they go. I'm thinking they're going away. They just came out of nowhere. Sorry about that. And so that's the first thing I wanted to review with you all today, is being credible. You want to be credible because funders want to know that they're investing in a trustworthy and an effective organization or individual. If you're a nonprofit, you're an individual nonprofit, you haven't built a large organization yet, there are steps to doing that I want to make sure you go through. And as you go onto my webpage again, when you go to the website, you want to make sure on the website you go to where you can find my courses. There are 13 modules that you can find on that webpage that will help you make sure you can go from startup to sustainability and help you make sure your organization is credible. I had a gentleman that I worked with in the past with a radio station out of Lorain, Ohio, Brother Mark, and his name is Mark too, by the way. And you want to make sure And so you want to make sure, I'm looking at something that was posted. Sorry, I'm being distracted in a good way today. Listen, so, and for him, much of what we talk about, he's already achieved. And so going from startup to sustainability, one of the things that with people who've already achieved the organization, he's out of Lorain, Ohio. And then you have an organization that's out of Atlanta I'm working with and one out of Chicago. Each one of them have already Their nonprofits are up and running. They're raising money. They're doing okay. But there are larger visions. So what we want to do with organizations like that, we want to make sure they have the tool they need to go from startup to sustainability. How do you raise money to sustain your organization throughout the years? How do you, in doing that, your credibility helps that a lot, because people see what you're doing, and they're more likely that at the end of the year, when there's extra money, or organization didn't use all their money and had to turn it back in, they can call you and say there's $2, $3, $4, $5,000 available. Can you use it? Of course I can use it. And so you want to be able to be in position to do that. The second thing I wanted to kind of go over, besides being credible, is how to make sure your year-end report. Many of you have already received funding, large, small, but you have to report that. I'm doing a report for the Macedonia CDC right here in Ohio, in Melbourne, Florida. And that end report, I've got to document, I've got to give receipts, I've got to make sure invoices are all turned in to document the money that was received by that organization throughout this year. All right. It's very interesting because from the time I began in August, that we're reporting approximately $30,000-$40,000 already just in them few months that was brought in. Some which was already designated but had to be redefined, redefined on how we're going to actually spend those dollars. But they approved all of that, and then so now we have to report on that at the end of every single year, y'all. There's a report called a 990 that needs to be done. That needs to be done by an accountant or bookkeeper, someone that, can show that what you do. So why is year-end reports important? Because it keeps donors informed, but it also keeps them engaged. It demonstrates your accountability and your transparency. Very important. Let me speak to you from someone who made a mistake in the past. When I talk about these things today, there are times, much of it, I come out of experience. I remember when the CDC that we had in Ohio, we failed to make a report one year, and it cost us. We were able to bounce back and reapply and get everything right. But because we made the mistake reporting to our organization's situation one year, it cost us the next year trying to get funding from that again. Thank God we went back to being credible. Why? Because we reported it, we corrected it, we showed the correction, we showed how we were doing things properly now, at that point now, and then we were able to seek funding again, because we all make mistakes. Don't practice that mistake. Hello, somebody. Don't practice that mistake. Work on it. Find the right people on your team to help you become credible. That's why I got anybody listening to me today. What to include in your year-end report? I'm glad you asked. You want a financial summary. Show where the money went and how it made an impact. So in your reporting, a narrative, I always talk about narratives, y'all. In your reporting, you don't just report the financial figure, report where the money went and how it made an impact. Your program highlights, write a narrative, show major milestones, outcomes, or achievements. Then you can have a donor recognition. Thank the donors and highlight their contributions. So when you're writing out your information, yes, you do the budget narrative. You outline how you spent money here, and that part doesn't have to be lying when you do your line items. You just answer the questions, but then make an attachment. And in your attachment, show where the money went and how it made an impact. Show your major milestone outcomes and achievements, and then thank your donors for their contributions. And you should do that with everyone. Holiday season, write your donors a Christmas card, a thank you card. Let them know you appreciate them. Don't just take their money. Build a relationship. The 5th R in my 5 R's for successful fundraising is build relationships. Do that with donors that gave you money. Do that with donors that you asked money from. Send them a thing. Send, hey, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Hello, because everybody's not a Christian. Everybody doesn't follow Christmas. There are several holidays that are out there. Find out. Building a relationship says find out who my donors are. But just send a happy holiday. Most time when I get Christmas cards, now holiday cards, I get a happy holiday because it's general. It allows me to speak to everyone. And there are people directly that I'm aware of and family members and friends I may send that Christmas card to. But my donors, people I'm building relationships with, is happy holiday. I want you to have a happy holiday and a happy new year. Come on, somebody. So it's the end of the year. If you don't do anything else that I'm saying, if your report's not ready, send something to let them know you appreciate them. And again, even the donors that you did not get funding from, the ones that you look to get funding from next year. Am I helping? Amen. So, tips. How about let me give you some successful tips? Is that okay? Keep it visually engaged with charts, photos, and your graphs. Share the reports digitally and in print to maximize your reach. I'm sorry about that. I'm reading because I want to write down these notes. You want to share your report digitally and in print to maximize your reach. You want to make sure that you're giving it to them in a way that they can get it. Does that make sense? You want to make sure that you're giving your donors PDFs or some kind of format that's readable. So when they upload it, if it's a picture JPEG, something that they can see, that they can follow, and that they can, download it easily. Ask them, do they have a format that they prefer? Some have a specific way. Some of them will send you their outline of their format and you just follow their format. And then you can attach again that narrative that I was talking about a minute ago, that narrative that helps you thank them and highlight the contribution, that give the milestones and your outcomes and your achievements, where the money went and what impact it made. You can do that on an attachment to what they're doing. And so you want to make sure that you're doing those things for the end of the year. That end of the year report helped build the credibility that I was talking about in the beginning. Building credibility with your organization will make a difference in the year 2025. We only have a few weeks left in this year. And I want you to take advantage of these few weeks doing the 5th R in our 5R for successful fundraising. Listen, go to my webpage. Click the link, contact me. It's on there. Click the link to contact me so I can help you build that relationship that you're looking for. When you go to the website, click that. Also, you'll get a free guide for those that's already registered. Then DM me here. I have several of you all that have already registered. If you've never registered, register on that webpage right there. Then you can do the successful fundraiser. You can get that right there on that page. You understand me? Go to Linktree. I'm trying to help you all connect with me at the end of the year. Build relationships. Come on. Because if you build a relationship with me, I can help you find funders that will help you qualify. I can help you get what you need. So let's build our relationship with one another. How about that? Huh? Join my YouTube channel. Subscribe and get this information. You with me? You can contact me there. And then I want to remind you, register. Don't forget to register. Don't forget to register. Don't forget to register. Where's it at, Mark? I know it's on there. Don't forget to register. I'm going to get it to you. There it is. Don't forget. Click on the link beside. Don't forget to register for I got so much going on, y'all, on here. I love these pages. They tell you there's so much to do. Listen, register for the webinar this coming Monday. Don't forget, it's a live webinar, Kingdom Fundraisers webinar. Actually, it's a replay. And the webinar is about faith-based fundraising made simple. I'm trying to give you a simple way so that you can raise funds, you can know what to do, and you'll be able to go from startup to sustainability, get your vision on paper and off the pavement. I tell many of the organizations that I work with that they already have all of that. Then where do we want to know where you're at so we can help you go where you want to go. Some of you don't need the starter package. You need to be in the middle where we can boost the organization. Some need the whole thing. They need to make sure that they have all of their documents correct, the narratives, the budgets. Because think about it. You need a budget. Let me use that as an example. For every funder that you're asking money for, you need to be specific about your budget. But if your program is for mental health, then we put the mental health package together so that all we have to do is tailor it for the funder. But it's already in your computer. When I tell people, give me the first 90 days to qualify you so I can show you how to make your package work so that no matter who you give it to, you're taking it from here and you're putting it over there. And all you're doing is tailoring it for the funder. You're not rewriting everything so that you can just do. If you're doing mental health and the mental health is for you, then your narrative should already be prepared to match that to funders. The fun thing that I do when I fundraise, and I'm fundraising, for example, this organization here in Palm Bay, Florida, I don't have to rewrite it. I just need to adjust it for that funder. Someone asked me recently, I said, well, just this year, since August, we probably raised $60,000, $70,000 for this organization. How did you do that? Everything, we qualified them so that all we have to do is pretty much cut and paste, match our information, because what we're raising funds for doesn't change. Many people are trying to raise funds for 17 different things. Well, let's key on one thing. Let's focus on this one thing. How do we take that one vision and then we write the vision, we make it plain so that they that read it can run with it. That's simply what we do at Kingdom Fundraisers. Join me Monday, December 16th, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here for Kingdom Fundraisers. And as we present to you faith-based fundraising made simple, I repeat, 6 o'clock p.m. right here Monday. And there we're going to share with you how you can become a part of our Kingdom Fundraisers Network for the year 2025. We have a real good discounted holiday price for you so that you can join the Kingdom Fundraisers Network for the year 2025. And I'll share with you at that time all of the many bonuses and packages, how to get that 5R fundraising book course, how to get all the material that we have, all of our PDFs, our ebooks that will help you go from startup to sustainability, how to get our team to help you accomplish your goal at a discounted rate because you're part of the Kingdom Fundraiser Network. Join us Monday evening, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be right here to help you find out how to do faith-based fundraising and how we can help you make it simple. Again, I hope I said something today to encourage you. If I miss you and you don't get to join me in the next few days, again, I wish you a happy holiday and healthy and stay well, stay warm. May God bless you. Thanks for joining me.